Hey guys, Donna with Cypress Designs. Come on in and say hi. You are joining me on my segment of Craft Around the Clock. And if you've not followed the group, please do. They have crafters morning, noon, and night all day long. So you'll find the perfect person for you. So I'm just waiting for people to pop on and we will show you what we're going to make. It's really cute. I've been going crazy getting patterns off of Etsy, and here's one of the patterns. Hey Tanya, how are you? That we're going to use, but we're not going to sew. We're basically going to use this pattern and we're going to glue it. And it turned out pretty nice. So once we put it all together, it'll be perfect. Hey Cindy, how are you? So we'll make this, we're going to make it so it can be used for either Halloween or just everyday primitive. Hey Carol, how are you? Hey Lori. So this is the pattern. This is from Etsy, and I'll attach all the stuff once I get it all on my YouTube and everything. So, well guys, good morning. This is my segment of Craft Around the Clock, and we are going to work on some primitive goodies. So, like I was saying, this is the, I wish you could see it the correct way, but I guess we can't. We're making the crow and the star. Hey Tracy, good morning. So we're going to make this and this, but it's going to be on a stand, okay? And everything's going to be glued, not sewn. So I've already got them all cut out because my eyesight's bad, so I need to be able to kind of get up and close and personal with my fabric. Hey Lori, how are you? Hey Tessie. So we're going to take these patterns off, so you get your own patterns from that. I think I paid maybe less than $3 for the pattern set. Is everybody doing good? We're going to just take all this off. Now we got to start gluing. Save these, and what I do sometimes, hey Mary, I will actually make cardboard ones of these, so just in case my papers rip, I always have the cardboard and I can create a new one. So again, it's this pattern. It's really cool. I can't wait to get my sewing machine. It'll eventually I'll have my sewing machine. So okay, so the next thing we have to do is everything's been cut out. And this one's a little nose. Well, that's nose is a little round too. So we're gonna go ahead and start gluing and stuffing. And then we gotta paint, because I would really like to get this thing done for all of you. Hey Linda, how are you? Hey Sue. Hi Stacy and Linda. Everybody doing well today? So we're gonna go ahead and start adding the glue. And then we'll stuff as we go along. We don't want it super packed, but we don't want it to be flat. We want to puff this baby out. Hey Phyllis, how are you? Hey Janine. Or is it Jeannie? Jeannie. Hey Mary. So let's keep going. I kind of like using the heavier glue on these. I just want to make sure I got in the corners too. This gives it a minute to dry, because we still have to, let me glue this side, stuff it. So let me start stuffing a little bit at a time, because then we got to paint it. Hey Tease Craft, how are you? Hey Sherry. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. I am going to be out. I got to go check out. My granddaughter's having her 15th birthday, so we're trying to find, she wants to do where they're going to do jewelry and all this stuff. You finally caught me alive. Yay! And you know, it's really funny. I went out there looking, and I thought I was following you and everybody else the other day, and I'm realizing I thought I followed you guys. I think I followed you guys on my personal page, and it didn't show up on my business page. Hey, Lavon. So everybody's doing well today. It's a beautiful day today. My garden is growing like crazy, which is awesome. This is the fun part, is the stuffing. I just want to get it fairly packed, not too, just enough so I don't have to struggle with this thing. So we're going to just keep going. I did take their advice to not go all the way to the edge with the glue. That gives me a little bit more wiggle room. But you guys are going to like this. Hey Brenda, how are you? So everybody's doing well, I take it. But I thought this would be fun, because this project can be used not only for Halloween or everyday primitive. So I just came up with something different. I'll show you my Halloween one. I don't know if, some of you may have seen what I showed last night. but the Halloween one, I want to make it so I can use it for the different holidays. So why make everything for one holiday when you can make it for everything? Yeah. Sometimes you can get this stuff in here and sometimes you can't stuff very well. You need like a good, I gotta unstuffify this one. Hi Shanna, how are you? Yeah, I'm gonna take a little of that out. Let me see if I can get this baby to stuff. It's getting it down there. I just want it to look kind of full. It doesn't have to be perfectly full. It's never gonna be perfect, but there. Just a little stuffing's good. It just needs to stand out from when we put it on the stand. And remind me, I'm putting a stick in it. Hey Kelly, how are you? Oh, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it. Hey, Brenda. Hi, Kalia. How are you? This morning stuff, I got up at 6 something this morning. And I'm not sure why. I know I had to get on to here, but this was crazy. I was tired. I'm definitely not a morning person. 9 o'clock works the best for me. I'm good at 9, but I'm not a bright early morning person. I don't know. Hey Sheila, how are you? Hey Patty. I don't know if anybody else is, but some people are really bright and early. My husband is, but I'm not a bright and early morning person. I need my time to wake up. Oh, I feel like a mess this morning. But I went out and checked out my garden. You know, we had all that rain. I checked out the garden and it is growing like crazy. My snap peas look amazing. My cucumbers and zucchinis, the flowering's going on now. So I feel like I'm a professional garden. Hi Diane. Yay, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're all here. I know, I was over the rain. You know, we had a day or two ago, that nasty storm came through and it literally was headed to my daughter's house and I was in freak mode, you know, mama freak mode. And thank God it swerved and then it dissipated and I was like, oh, thank you, prayers were answered. Oh, if my glue has got an issue or what here? Come on, let's get this gluing done. This is why I'm saying I would never be able to take you from cutting this to painting this to everything because it takes so long. Now, mind you, this is primitive, so I just want to make sure I got all my ends sealed. Just a little bit so we're not popping up in places. Okay, so here's one of our little fat guys. These, hey Rose, or no, Shannon, how are you? Hi Tracy. So it's just one simple, we're gonna paint these though. But I want to get these, oh, see, I told you I would do it. Every time I do this, I forget the stick. I always forget the stick. Just want to get it in there a little bit. I can just get it in there enough. We'll be fine. There we go. Now I can re-glue this. I do that every time I do stuff with sticks because I forget. Hang on. I don't want any excess glue. Hey Taylor, how are you? Hey Irma, how are you? Oh God, a tick. Oh God, that's gross. Oh my God, that's absolutely gross. I'm just not oh no. I did my fair share with Girl Scouts and stuff, and no, you won't even catch me doing any of that. That's why I don't have many trees. I'm really glad we bought the lot with less trees on. Okay, so we've got our stick. I'm gonna put it off the side. We still gotta paint this. Let's go to number 2 because we could be here all day. Hey Lindsay, how are you? So let's go ahead and get this. This may take a little bit. That's why I'm trying to rush to get this done. I usually don't have too much of a problem, but I try to stuff them as I go if I can, because it's much easier. Otherwise, it's very hard to fill like these little areas up. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit in here. So hopefully everybody's doing good. Does anybody got any special plans? I'm gonna go check out the other Joann's, because I know they're finishing up all their stuff. And I found some really good stuff yesterday. Not very good at getting this stuff in here and in his beaker. Not very good at this part, guys. Let me see if I can get a little bit more stuffing in there. I'm struggling with stuff. Now his beak was the same way, because there's only so much room only so much room in there. Let's see if I can do it differently. Let me not add so much. Let me do it this way. Trying to get it in there, but little at a time. I don't want to overstuff his beak. He just needs a little fullness in his beak. Hey, Karen. Just need to get a little over there. I'm not a very delicate, dainty soul here. Just trying to get a little bit over that way. One day I'll be a pro at that, you know. That's gonna have to do. I am not worrying about his beak being too perfect. We only have so much time. And then just try to touch in the little spots. A little at a time really helps. Because we don't want to overpack them and then... Hi, Be So Creative. How are you? I forgot your first name. How are you doing, Mary? Me and my concentration here, I swear. I stay so focused on everything I'm doing here that I sometimes forget to look up. And I apologize. Hey, Mary. How are you doing? Y'all doing good then? This thing turned out really cute. Like I said, it was something I wanted to do, but I wanted to do it where I could glue it, because it's just too hard to, I don't have a sewing machine right now. I'm trying to get this in here right away. Let me see if I can stick him right there. Okay. Only thing I don't like about gluing is sometimes the batting sticks out, and then I have to cut and trim all that excess batting. Now my first one didn't go as bad as this one did. I'll just trim all that off. Hey Robin, how are you? God, I hate all this glue on my fingers. Do you guys go to stores sometimes after you're done doing a live, or even just crafting in general, and then realize your hands are all full of... I'm going to try to open him up a little bit. He needs to have a bigger beak. Yeah. We're just going to we're going to try to fix him. His beaker needs to be better. We don't want him deformed. We want him to look like he's got a beaker. It's just everything sticks. I didn't have this much problem when I did it at nighttime. Probably because I had time, and you know, when you're limited, it makes it really difficult. I want his face to be a little full. Hi Taylor, how are you? Hey Levon. Hey, you doing, Linda? And I'm going shopping after this, so it's kind of like I've got, I have to get all the stuff off of my fingers before I leave. Otherwise, people are going to look at me like, you got dark fingers. How you doing, Lindsay? Okay. We got it as best as this girl's going to do with her hands. Okay, so now let's get cranking. I got till 9 o'clock. Okay, now we got to paint these black. So I think before I do those, let's get the base done. You know me, this is where I cruise. We're going to paint it black. And this is just apple barrel black. And all I did is poke 2 holes in here for each of the dolls for the spindles that are going in here, because we have to have them standing. And this way it's already done and you don't have to do it afterwards. And I just took, these are pieces of wood you can find at Dollar Tree for $1.25. We're gonna go ahead and keep moving. I'm trying not to spit the paint all over the place because you know how I roll here. I end up always getting something on me. So I just want to make sure I'm not going to worry about the base right now. I'm going to dry this real quick. This is actually really cute. I've got ideas now for fall. I went to At Home yesterday. There are a couple things from Halloween out already. I was so excited. I get overly excited about these things. How you doing, Shanna? Once we get this dried, I'll sand it real quickly, and then we'll go ahead and crank on the other stuff. And then we'll embellish it a little bit. Yeah, we went out to dinner one day and I thought I had all the paint off my hands and my hands were black from the black paint. It's like, okay. Now I'm only going to do 1 coat because it being rustic and primitive, you don't need 2 coats. Okay, so now we're going to sand this real quickly. Just going to sand it in the corners. Do what you like to do. I like to kind of scuff it up a little. I like to go a little deeper into my corners. Go across. We want it to look really rustic and primitive. I'll do the base later because we're only going to have so much time. You didn't miss much. All I basically did was glued the star and the crow together, and I bought those off of Etsy, the patterns. And this is just a board that last night we cut it. This is from Dollar Tree, but I cut some areas on it because it was a little off. So now you have your nice rustic board. And then we just did the, flip this over, and I put the holes in it because you've got your main hole and then you'll have a little hole for the bird, okay? Did I catch it all now? Yeah, okay, I caught it now. Thanks, guys. I tried to do it, so, you know. Okay, so this is where I go, and I'm gonna be knocking this baby out. Regular paint, just paint it. Because we got to rust this star too with the fabric. And you know me, I said I should have changed my name to Rusty Old Broad because I've been doing so much rust. Hey Martha, for a craft show in the village, I do, I mean. Well, usually in July, that's when we start doing Christmas and fall stuff and Halloween. That's when we start kicking off the those. So once July gets here, we start doing Christmas, we'll start doing Halloween. We pretty much do it all. You can keep doing everything else too, but that's usually when we kick those holidays off. Then that's when I start to go crazy with everything. Now, I don't take my time on this because you got to saturate this fabric. Saturate it really good, front and back. And I'm going to do the rusting as soon as this whole entire thing is done. And then once we rust it, I'll Mod Podge spray it. And that's when you start to see the actual rusting of your paper. Your fabric. So I'm not used to using black though. I usually like truffle. Truffle is my favorite to use for rust, but I kind of like how it looks for the primitive. You can't be too dainty on this thing because I could be here all day just painting. But we're going to keep going. Okay, you just want to get in every little spot you got. Okay, I go through a lot of paper when I did this. Okay, this is all going to get painted too. I'm trying to make sure all my corners are done. Nothing is left unattended. Okay, so now, this is where I'm going to throw this away. I go through a lot of this, but I go through Dollar Tree and buy all this parchment paper. Ouch, I just shredded my fingers. Now we're going to take our cinnamon and cloves. I think I just raked my fingers. Okay, where's my cinnamon? Here it is. So this is where you're going to take your cinnamon and your cloves. Hey Cindy, hey Lisa, hey Stephanie. Hey Kathany, how are you? So now let's go ahead and do our cinnamon. I'm not a delicate soul when it comes to stuff, guys. I just have at it. I reuse everything. I'm trying to get as much covered and then just start to rub it in. I just love the way this looks. It's really a pretty rust. So you get a little bit of black, you get a little bit of the other stuff. Pop all that off and keep going. Rub it in really good. Just keep going. I'm glad I did the big one first because this one takes a while to do. Okay. Okay, so here we got our first rust, right? I'm just tapping all this. Now, give me a second. I gotta go to the window because I don't want to spray this Mod Podge spray in my room anymore. Hang on. And then I'll be right back. I just gotta... Thank God for windows. So, when you spray with the Mod Podge, it starts to look just like rust. So we're gonna go ahead and continue on down all this. Hey Denise, how are you? Just gonna go ahead and continue all the way down. This is where I had a hard time with my hands holding this post like this. Okay, so I'm gonna go do a little at a time. I'm just gonna use the existing stuff. I started seeing everybody doing these crows, and I just, oh God. And then I got inspired. I went into Hobby Lobby, and of course they don't do Halloween. They do only Christmas, but they do fall. Well, then I got inspired. I'm just like, oh, I gotta do some crows. I gotta do the crow thing. Use all this stuff up. Don't worry about everything being perfect. Okay. Give me a second. One more shot of spray. This is much better, even though I don't like doing it through the window, but it's better than me having it. Now look how nice that looks. Nice and dirty, nice and rusty. Okay, so now we're gonna take and put this one on here. We're gonna put it on our stand. Okay, so now you have step 1 done, okay? Now we gotta keep going. Now we have our second. Save all your stuff. Don't throw any of your, what is it? Your cinnamon out. Okay, so let's go ahead and do number 2. Like I said, you got to get it painted. You got to get in here and you got to get it heavy painted. This, once you do that with that spray, it just seems to seal it really well. Want to make sure there's no white. I don't worry about total perfection. I'm glad you guys are all talking to each other. And the nice thing is when you spray it, you don't really have to dry it. It'll just air dry by itself because now it's already sealed. So it'll just take a little bit of time to do everything else and you'll be good to go. The only thing I've got to do on there is still add the pot. I'm going to put a pocket on that. Okay, so let's put this off to the side. Let's go for some more cinnamon. Do the cinnamon again. You do you. I mean, this is what I love to do. I think this works the best for me. I just think it gives the perfect look of rust. I got all that Excelsior everywhere. And you can do as much rust as you want, less rust as you want. I just love the look, guys. I'm not into perfect. You should know that by now. I'm a messy Marvin, man. You guys know that. I'm going back to the window. I'm gonna have to clean my window out, you guys. It's just, if my husband saw this, I swear, I want a garden out. I mean, not a garden. I want a outdoor crafting house. I don't want it in my house anymore. I have so much stuff everywhere. Everywhere I go, I've got cinnamon. Trying just to make sure it's a little bit better. Just so it's not so messy. So now we have him. So he goes here. Let's put him the right way. We're gonna put him this way. So this is how we're going with this so far. You too, Brenda? Hey, it's fun to be messy. Oh, I forgot to finish painting this. Can't take me anywhere, you guys. Can't take me anywhere. Yeah, I'm really pumped about, there's just something about Halloween and that. I don't know, guys. I'm just a sucker for the Halloween. I need to get out here and clean this mess of mine. Thank God the cat's not in here. He'd probably die of fumes. Okay, now. And you can touch up more as time permits. You just got to play with it. Hey, Beth, how are you? Okay, so we're gonna put that off to the side for right now. Let me move my stuff out of the way. We are done with, oh no, we're not done. We have my little bags. This is gonna have, this is what I'm gonna do different. I'll show you. I'm gonna put a bag here, but the bag is gonna be so I can put stuff in it. But we're not gonna do painting. We are going to, what was I gonna do on here? Let's just do the, let's just use our little dioxide vintage photo. Let's just dirty this baby up. I think I was talking to my friends yesterday. I should change my name to Rusty Old Broad. So when I should have my name, page name. Couldn't you picture me doing that? To be Rusty Old Broad. I guess I'm considered old. I'm 65. I I guess then I am old. Okay, so now we're gonna put this on here, but we're making it a pocket. A pocket. She's gonna have a pocket. Because I want it to have it so I can put stuff in. Okay. Okay. So now we're gonna have a pocket, okay? A pocket. It might take a little bit to dry because it's still on moisture. Okay. So now, if you want to, you could take a simple, we're not going to glue this on. I want one that's not Halloween, and then I'm going to show you my Halloween one. But we're just going to do this temporarily. We're going to take this little thing that says Halloween on it. Let's dirty it up. Let me move this out of the way. I don't need any more black paint. You know me, it's got to be dirty. Because we don't want it super, super clean. Sorry guys, I'm not looking up enough. Hey Vay, how are you? My backroom creation. Oh no, that's, did I say hi already? I can't remember. You know. Hi Shyla. Okay, so we're just gonna do this. We're not gonna put a tag on it per se. So it would be, if you wanna put a tag on, you can put a simple tag. So if you have Velcro, it would be cute because you could put like a tag on this and take it off for all year round. Hey Becky, how are you? Or you can just simply, hang on, we got a stringer. We got a stringer, we're not done yet though. You can just simply put something inside. You could take a little bit, I gotta buy some Sweet Annie. I ran out of all my Sweet Annie. Let me see if I can take a tiny bit of this. We still gotta dress up the 8:15. Yeah, I got till 9. We still have some time. Let's see. So you can do that. Now, the other thing I was thinking, I'm trying to make it so it's this one's a plain one. So where am I going with this one, Donna? I wanted to figure out what to do with this. So let's hold off on that. So let's get cranking on everything else and then we can come up with the last thing. Let me just move my mess. You know, I have cinnamon everywhere. Okay, so you see the two together, right? Now they can be darker or lighter, and if you want him to be less, take some more of this off. I meant him to be a little blacker. I meant that. I don't know where my brain was when I did his. I was trying to go for him the two-tone color. I wanted him a little bit more on the black side, not so much the other side. Okay, now we're gonna dress this up. Oh, dagnabbit, I forgot, I got this I have to do. Okay, so let's do this. We gotta take this out. Well, I didn't glue it. We're gonna glue the bottom of the spring. Told you. This in here now. Okay, the spring, sorry. Hey Pat, I had to get the spring in there. Now we're gonna take, I went ahead and took some more of the Excelsior. We're gonna put some on behind here. We're just gonna start wrapping the Excelsior down behind him. I went ahead and just did enough. I didn't want to do a whole bunch of this last night. Okay. Just so he has a nesty kind of a look. Okay, now we need to dress him up by adding a simple, tie a ribbon around his neck. And we're going to add a bell. I got to get a bell. There's something about black. I swear I get more black on me than I get on the thing I'm using. I know I have tiny ones, or did I use all my tinies? Oh, there's Tiny. I gotta order some more of these. And let me go ahead and glue this onto his. And they have a little bit bigger bell on here. So is everybody doing well? Okay. Okay. So now you have that. Now I just want to show you. We're not done yet. And then these are the candlesticks from Dollar Tree that I did up. And I made them look pretty gross and old looking, because that's what I like. Okay. So just picture that here. Okay. And now we have to. I want to do a little ribbon. Oh, shoot, Spa. I forgot his eyeballs. You can't take me anywhere. Let me take his eyes. I got to do his eyes. So all I did is I took a string. Knot it at the end. Hang on. I want to make sure the knot is at the end. Hang on, the wind's blowing it here. There. Try to make sure you're... Okay, it's a hazard to wear wedding rings when you're crafting. I got so much glue on my fingers, guys, it isn't funny. Need the end to have a nice bump on the end. Hang on. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Because we're going to make the eyes. I don't know if you guys have all made eyes before. They're not hard. You just need to make sure your two areas, which I'm only concerned about the front. I just wanted to have a nice, like a ball at the end. Okay. I don't like that one. Hang on. I'm still doing okay. Still got 9 minutes. I just want it to be a thick enough eye. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to take your needle straight through, and then you're going to make yourself the eyeball. You can see where the eye is right there. Okay. Now that it's all black, I can't see what I'm doing. Then you can trim that eyeball out when you're done, so it's not hanging. This is not very good for the elderly. Just here, hey Cheryl, how are you? Try to find your little spot. Try to get that back on the other side. I'm not doing both sides with eyes to worry about it right now. I just mainly wanted to get, just so we have enough. And I'm gonna just dig in there and I'm gonna try to make it on this side. When that wind comes up here, guys, it vibrates everything. Everything gets vibrated up on Mount Olson here. Okay. I can't wait to get all that off. See his little eyeball? If you can barely see his little eyeball. Okay. So, there we are so far, okay? Now I want to do a little, I wanted to do a little ribbon underneath. Hang on. Heat that. Black is not my friend. This stuff gets everywhere. I still have it on my walls. Okay, so I'm not doing specific to Halloween. I am gonna do, just gonna find a color I like. And I can use, and I guess this is gonna be the color because I want it to be muted and not real super pretty, because it is a primitive piece. Time is it? 7 more minutes. Okay, so you guys like it so far? So we're gonna just do Donna's version of a bowl. And these nasty little strings. Always in my way. Okay, so now we're gonna take an extra piece because I want to use that as my wrap. I'm surprised the cat's not in here. just put it across. You can do it as thick or as thin as you want. I mean, it's your preference. And I'm just trying to use, I don't want anything that's bright and shiny for even for Halloween, because it's not meant to be bright and shiny. Okay, it's meant to be muted and primitive. But you can do so many things with this. And then I'll have to show you, I should have time, I'll show you my witch. I bought a witch one too. Thank you, Lisa. The witch is really cute. I'll show you her in a minute here. The strings are just annoying. Okay. So I'm going to put that underneath him. Okay. I'm going to hot glue that on. That is just going to go right here. Guys, if you can, they still have these Dollar Tree candlesticks. You just gotta look, because what I found is they weren't out is in display. They were in a box on the side. So for me, it was like, oh yeah, perfect. I'm gonna see if I can do this. I was gonna put this in here, put a little bit down at the bottom. Just so you have a little bit of that rickety look. Okay. So what do you guys think? Now this was, like I said, the pattern was really inexpensive on Etsy. I'll attach all that with this. I was going to put something else on the picture, but I'll hold off on that. This one can just be a plain Jane, okay? So that's our project. I still have 4 minutes, but I'm not done. We'll figure out what to put up on here yet. So what I wanted to show you was, I got the witch now too. So I want to do the witch next. You can sew it all, and I won't have my machine yet because I'm not going home until July. So I'm going to try to do this with, thank you guys. Hey Christy, I'm going to try to do this with sewing, with gluing, but use the finer glue, okay? And then I was able to find this one for Christmas, and it's a deer. Isn't that cute? Hi Melissa. So like I said, go out there and have at it. So let me see. I'm trying to think of what could I add in here to up this thing. More primitive. Oh, star. Hang on. I organized my stuff. Now I just got to find my stars. I literally organized this place to perfection. So, somewhat perfection. There's no such thing as perfection in Donna's world. Yeah, I think that'll be perfect. Do you think I should add some buttons to the... I have 3 minutes. You think I should add some buttons to the corner? Thank you, Stephanie. Hey, Joy. How are you doing, Tessie? Thank you guys for sprinkling me out. Hey, Christy. A small spindle. Oh, to go inside the bag? That would be a good idea. Okay, what do you think? Should I do some little... it's everywhere. Do you think I should go ahead and put some little tiny buttons on in the corner? Because I still have a little bit of time yet. I'm trying to learn to clean up as I go so I don't make such a mess. I'll put 4 little buttons. I think that should work. If I can grab them. So you guys, it's a simple pattern. Like I said, it was only like less than $2. And you can do whatever you want to do with it. You can take it to the next level. Like I said, I just wanted something I can have standing up in my house for Halloween. You know, because that's what I got to do. Hey, Rebecca. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are always so sweet. Okay. So here's one that's directed to not necessarily Halloween. This is my first. This is one's directed towards Halloween. I just love them. I love the fact that you can have one for whatever season. So you could have one if you want to have it for specific seasons. I mean, this one, like this is Halloween. But if you want to have it with the little bag, you can just add little pieces into it. Guys, I have 1 minute to go, so make sure you stay on Crafter on the Clock for the next crafter. And if you have not joined Crafter on the Clock, please do. They are awesome. You have it from morning, noon, and night. You always have crafting going on. And excellent, you'll find the people you love. Hi, Esmeralda, how are you? Hey, Carla and Angel. So there's two different versions. Well, they're basically the same, but they're just changed up for one for, if you don't want this tag, you could put a tag in here for Christmas. Make a vintage tag for Christmas inside there. Guys, I have to go. I love you all. Bye. I guess.